viewers, this is Just Fake Network TV, a home of accurate news and current news. For those who subscribe to our channel, God bless you for subscribing. We say thank you to every one of you, and if you're yet to do so, please kindly press the subscription button below. And now the news in details. No amount of pressure will make me release El-Zakzakky. The governor of Kaduna State, El-Rufai, says he would not bow to pressure to release Shiite group Ibrahim El-Zakzakky. The governor spoke on Friday night in a live radio interview monitored by us in Abuja. Mr. El-Rufai said the state government went tough on the Shiite leader because the people of Kaduna State suffered under Mr. El-Zakzakky's excesses. We agree, his fate is in our hands, but with a correction, the fate of El-Zakzakky is not in the hands of Kaduna State, but the Kaduna State High Court. What the federal government means here is that it did not charge El-Zakzakky to court. The federal government detained him in Abuja after the crisis. While El-Zakzakky was in detention in Abuja, we sat down and conducted investigations on the atrocities, crime, infringement of rights he and his followers committed in the last 30 years in Zaria. After the conclusion of the investigation, we requested the federal government to hand him over to us for trial in Kaduna. The clamor for the release of El-Zakzakky was not directed at us, but the federal government, since we took him to court, nobody asked us to release him. And we will not release him until he is cleared by the court. It was Kaduna State High Court that ordered for his detention in the Kaduna prison. He was the one who requested that he be detained by the SSS, not prison. If a person is awaiting trial, he is normally remanded in prison custody, but he opted for the SSS detention facility where he will not suffer. Since the SSS is detaining him without the order of the court, our lawyers sought order from the court for El-Zakzakky to be taken back to prison. As we speak now, Sheikh El-Zakzakky and his wife are in Kaduna prison and they will remain there till the end of their trial. We don't know when the court will decide, but we will not release him because of the atrocities he and his followers committed against the people of Kaduna State. If the court accused him, we have no option, but we will not release him no matter the public outcry, no matter the demonstration, no matter the pressure from foreign countries. They are just wasting their time. As long as I am the governor, El-Zakzakky will never be released until the end of his trial. But whatever the court decide, I will execute the judgment. Wow. I cannot believe why they said the release of El-Zakzakky lies on the hands of Kaduna State Governor El-Rufai. Because without him, it shows that this man will not release El-Zakzakky. He said he commits a lot of atrocity, crimes and so on that he suffered Kaduna people. You can imagine that. A brag of a governor. You understand? And somebody said El-Zakzakky and his wife will die in Kaduna prison. Between Governor El-Rufai and El-Zakzakky, who had killed more people in Kaduna State? Who took killing to international level by threatening foreigners with body bags? Have we forgotten so quick? The Southern Kaduna massacre. You have already spoken the minds of the judiciary that you and your father, that is in Abuja, even when you said unless the court accused him. We knew the policy and directive here. We still believe that it is the order from above, from the President Muhammadu Buhari. Because he is behind all this thing. Releasing El-Zakzakky, not releasing him, it still boils on his command. And now, he's now talking tough because of the US-Iran crisis. You know the connection and you decide to steal the show. This person says, shame on you, shame on the judiciary for making the executive its mouthpiece. You can imagine husband and wife fate now in one man's hand. That is so shameful. That is so shameful. Because this man said, in as much that no right-thinking person would support what El-Zakzakky and his group did, but I hate the commanding tone of the governor. It's so bad. Even me, I don't like the way this guy said it. I don't like the commanding tone. Are they expecting these people to die in the prison? He was saying that El-Zakzakky doesn't want to stay in the detention. He said because he doesn't want to suffer, he decided to go to stay in the SSS. And now they said the court does not have anything to do about it. And now said he should stop talking as if he is God, which is true. Power belongs to God. Because El-Rufai is using a commanding tone that nothing can be done without if his permission, if he didn't give any permission to release El-Zakzakky. And that is not good. This person said, all your statement shows that you want the man to suffer and directly and indirectly using executive power to control and manipulate judiciary. Who is in the pocket? What if the man has changed? The Western world prison or detention is not to punish per se, but for correction. El-Rufai is not a god. That seat that El-Rufai is today, tomorrow it might be another person that will be in that seat. He's not a god. This person said, I think and I support your courage, Mr. Governor. The man and his followers are heathen monsters, all in the name of religion. There is no difference between the Shiites and other bloodthirsty terrorists. Let him rot in jail and Femi Afanano, keep off. You are one lawyer. Nigerian don't need. Because I don't see your contribution except because of your personal inordinate, greedy, selfish ambition. Democracy is not a right to misbehave. To hell with your activism or whatever jargon. Because this person is actually supporting El-Rufai. For what? This guy has committed crime already. We don't know, maybe El-Zakzakky has changed or not. But that is what we are saying. They don't obey court order. If the court says release this guy, nobody has any objection about it, against it. Nobody. And that is why Nigeria government is missing it. They don't obey court order. And that is so bad. That is so bad. They say, yes, the court has the final say. Nobody is above the law. After all, court found him as a suspect not yet accused. Not until court decides on his fate, he stands to be detained. This is exactly what Abu Jahar told President Muhammad to. And he later died without fulfilling his evil intention. And I am sure that El-Rufai would die before El-Zakzakky. Because this is why you don't take law into your hands. You don't. The bad thing about this guy is using authoritative words. You can imagine that. He is using authoritative words. He said they are just wasting their time as long. I am the governor. El-Zakzakky will never be released until the end of his trial. But whatever the court decide, I will execute the judgment. Because is El-Rufai governor? Is he a god? That's the thing. Is he a god? So my viewers today, what do you think about this news? I am not saying that what El-Zakzakky did is right. He is not, what he did, what he committed, it wasn't a good one, but you don't take laws into your hands. And that is exactly what Governor El-Rufai is doing. He is taking laws into his hands. So viewers today, what do you think about this news? Your comment is very much important to us. And kindly drop your comments at the comment section below. For those who subscribe to our channel, we want to say a big thank you to every one of you. We appreciate your comment at all time. We say God bless you for subscribing.